Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today in Vlogmas, I'm going to be sharing with you a Christmas DIY, I suppose. I saw an image on Instagram a number of weeks ago and I instantly fell in love with one aspect of it, which was basically a painted sort of village scene. Very simply done. It was on a piece of wood and it had loads of greenery on the top of it. I'm going to try my best to insert an image of it, but so far that has not been going well for me. But today I'm going to show you how I replicated that scene using things that I already had lying around the house. I didn't have to purchase anything for this project. I would say I'm not particularly crafty. Other people would say I have tons of craft stuff in my house, and I suppose that's sort of a leftover from my wedding planning days, and I just accumulated a lot of craft supplies and sort of decor items over the years that I was a wedding planner, and it has left me with, I suppose, a stock and a supply of stuff. So this project I think is going to be very simple to do, obviously very cost effective, because fingers crossed it's going to be absolutely free for me. But yeah, I hope you sort of enjoy this. Please give the video a thumbs up if you do. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. I'm going to try and be as thorough as I can, but you know yourself, when you're doing a sort of a craft thing, sometimes you skip ahead without realizing it's an important tip or aspect you should share. So do let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I hope you enjoy this. So here is the image. You can see I found it, well, I'm a follower of Julie the Design Twins Instagram feed. She posts amazing stuff, so do check her out. But it's this sort of backdrop here. Now hers is going to be considerably larger than mine is, or so it would appear. But I just love it, and I think it's something I can recreate. So fingers crossed, let's see how I get on. So I have this rather large piece of plywood which I had stained. It's actually left over from a wedding I did. On the other side there's like a decal sort of fun thing. But I'm hoping I can use this, and I've got some wet erase kind of like chalk-like markers and a steel ruler and a selection of paintbrushes and some paint. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to use the wet erase markers and the ruler to hopefully sort of sketch out my scene, and once I'm happy with it, I am then going to paint over it to make it sort of more prominent. Hopefully I am going to end up with a similar scene. I'll begin and check back in with you shortly to let you know how I'm getting on. So the first thing I did, you can see these white dots, is measure out where I want the houses to be. The M signifies the middle of the board. So up at the top is where I want the point of this central house or church or whatever it is. There's Ivory, come to say hello. And all the other gaps are either spaces between the houses or the width of the house itself. I feel this is going to make it more symmetrical and, I suppose, pleasing. So here I have the initial lines drawn. You'll see in the center I actually came in a little bit more because this has a double pitch, just to give me this space either side to fit that in. But so far so good. Now this is it with all the pitches and lines in. So next I'm going to be adding in the chimneys, the windows, and the sort of the doors. Again, this is still all in the wet erase marker, which is proving really useful because if you make a mistake you can just rub it off. You can really start to see it coming together now. I have all the roof windows in, the bell on the church. Next, I'm going to do the windows and I suppose doors perhaps. But yeah, I am so happy with this so far. So this is it, all sort of drawn in with that wet erase marker or chalkboard marker, whatever you want to call it. I am really happy with it so far. Now I have to paint it. You might remember at the start I had a small tester pot of paint. I'm not sure that's going to be enough, so I'm going to pop down to the shed and pick up a larger can of paint. So I have painted the first 4, and you can see there are 3 there, and you can see there in the corner I'm using Fleetwood Quick Dry Satin Designer White. It's what I had in the shed. But oh my god, so far I'm amazed. I haven't painted like the details. They're just the sort of the wet erase marker still, and I think I'm just gonna leave them like that. I'll see how it is. I may have to give it a second coat in places. I'm not sure if that's picking up on camera. Might be a little bit patchy, but I kind of like that sort of distressed look to it too. But yeah, wow, this cost me absolutely nothing because I had everything already, so I was kind of fortunate. But yeah, so far so good. So this is it, all fully painted. I'm so happy with it. Really, really happy with it. It looks so cool. I don't think I'm going to bother with the second coat. Now to show you it all set up as it's seen. I have decided that I'm going to add some lights to give a star effect. So you see, I have 2 sets of these lights. I have them years, but I think I got them in like a pound shop or something like that. They were inexpensive. And there are 20 little bulbs on each of these sets. And I've marked out using my wet erase marker 17 holes on either side of the chapel. And I am going to get my lovely assistant James to drill the holes for me. So we're going to do that now. So we've got our little lighting packs just stuck on and our little lights peeking through. All very rudimentary. And this is the front. I think it is adorable. I cannot wait to set up the scene. It just, oh my god, I cannot believe that has cost me absolutely nothing. It would be pretty cool if they twinkled. So it would. That's the only change I would probably make. But what I might do is, if I see battery packs that are like this, that twinkle, I might upgrade for next year. But these are, oh, it's so cute. I just love it. So here is my beautifully finished DIY street scene with added lights. I am so happy with it. I've installed all my carolers. It's kind of on my landing. It just looks amazing. And I think I had all of these things just kind of lying around the house, the attic, the shed. I love the little lights. It looks so cool. James is utterly in love with it. So he is. I'll also try and show you what it's like when the light is not on. So obviously much darker now. I've turned on or turned off the hallway light, and you kind of get a little sense of the effect. It's actually much brighter in person here, so it really does look like a night scene. Oh, but I just love it so much. So great. I hope you guys all enjoyed this, and if you do try and make your own, do tag me in some photos on Instagram or on Facebook so I can take a look. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and do subscribe if you want to see more. Bye guys.